Hello everyone, this is Blankera, and welcome to my universe. Today, I'm going to continue rigging Shalom from Path to Nowhere. Oh, last time I was just continuing on fixing up the right side here, since I decided to redo large parts of it. So, I'm going to go jump right back into that. Kind of clean up some things that I realized that I missed. See, this is why it's always good to just approach everything with fresh eyes again. I always miss a thing or two. Oh yeah, and something completely unrelated to that area. I realized that the very tip of this is a little bit off too. Just a little bit. So I'll just go in and start cleaning everything up once more. I feel like that's a large part of rigging, just cleaning things up, making small incremental changes based on the tiny details that you're able to notice next time you sit down. So rigging is all about those tiny little details. Gonna go ahead and tuck all these vertices right through here just to make sure that all of this hair is hiding underneath the hair that it needs to be hiding underneath. And then I'll continue on. I just noticed that these couple little spots right through there were still a little bit off. I think I can make them a little bit better. Yeah, I think I can do better than that. So let's do it. Let's do better than that. And I think part of doing better than that is going to involve actually looking at some of this hair that's going to be covered up. Because I think one of the areas that's a little bit off is right through there. So let's fix that up too. Because it's also very important that it looks nice while it moves. So after all, it's like if you look at my model, I'm never here just standing completely still, making sure my head does not move at all. Ooh, that's actually hard. Nope. Head does not just stay completely still. It moves around a lot. Even when I'm not moving that much, there's still a little bit, just tiny little head twitches and stuff like that. I got a piece of hair in my face and I can't get it out. Oh no. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. But yes, nothing is quite that still. So it's just important that it all be able to handle those little changes in direction and be constantly in motion. And still look good. That's just how it works. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and spend some time kind of perfecting this area and getting it the way that I want it to be. And unfortunately, certain parts of the mesh down here are a little bit messy. Some of them I think are pretty good. Definitely pay attention to those parts that I thought were pretty good. But parts of it, especially near the edge, are still a little bit messy. So sometimes it's a little bit hard to understand. And I felt like a lot of these vertices were sliding upwards, so I figured that I'd go ahead and slide them all down. And hopefully that'll make things look a little bit nicer too. Unrelated, but I gotta say, I feel like I have not been sleeping well on several Saturdays in a row. So I'm not sure what it is about Saturday that just makes me, or Friday night, I guess I should say, that just makes me completely unable to sleep. I wonder if my brain is just secretly anxious about weekly speed paint day. Or if it's just a coincidence, I don't know. The world is very strange. So we'll see if I feel up to painting today or if I'm just gonna do it tomorrow. Unfortunately, I always get confused here because there's like 2 pixels right through here that's still slightly transparent that I apparently did not catch when I was doing my final checks at the end of all this. So sometimes I just see her head peeking through those little bits of hair and I see movement and I'm like, wait, what's squirming? What's wrong? It turns out nothing's wrong. Or at least nothing that I intend to do anything about. I could go into Krita and fix it, but honestly, I'm not particularly inclined to do so. I don't think it's noticeable enough to make me want to do something like that. But I still see it, and it's like a mild jump scare. Just like, wait, what did I do wrong? It's like, oh, nothing. Nothing wrong. Nothing I can fix. Or yes, again, more accurately, nothing I intend to fix. I'd have to be redoing entire textures, and I just cannot be bothered. Not for something that small. Wouldn't even be surprised if I was the only one that sees those 2 vertices, or not vertices, but those like half a dozen pixels that are slightly transparent. Yesterday, I got a really, really good massage. It's probably one of the best ones I've had in a while. And I always think that they're great. I am the type of person that prefers when the masseuse tries to, like, break me in half. I always have really, really bad knots, and it just takes a lot of pressure in order to get them out. And you gotta go in, and you gotta go hard. Otherwise, they're not coming out. And it was pretty funny, because while the masseuse was working here, he was just, like, panting the whole time. So he got in there. Certain parts of my shoulders are still a little bit sore, but that just tells me something was going right. And man, do I feel so much better, even with the little bit of soreness that I have in a couple of spots. Night and day difference. I think it probably worked out a whole bunch of the knots that I have in there. I spend a lot of time at my computer, so I have back problems. I do my best to mind my posture, but only so much you can do. So it's okay. I just need to deal with that periodically. And then I'm fine. So I get the feeling that tomorrow, once some of the soreness on my back has kind of worn off, I will be fine. And it'll be a good day. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll sleep. If I'm being honest, I could totally believe that the reason that I have trouble sleeping on Friday nights is due to being somewhat nervous about doing the weekly speed paint the next day. I do still get a little bit of performance anxiety anytime I record myself drawing. I suspect that'll be there for a while. It's better than it used to be, but I do still get some of that, and it's especially intense with weekly speed paint because, oh man, I gotta go fast, and I'm not good at going fast. I'm still figuring out how to do that. So my brain is just always in a slight panic. It's alright, I'll do it anyway. I'm too tired today, I'll just do it tomorrow. No big deal. See, that's what I tell my brain. It's like, okay, you freak out today? Fine, we won't do it today. We'll just do it tomorrow. And you'll just have all this anticipation building up in the meantime. Wouldn't it just be easier if we could just do it the day we're supposed to, rather than have to do all this rigmarole? Sometimes it listens to me. Sometimes. Just trying to find the right angle for this bottom little bunch right down there. That little bottom strand. We only see about half of it, so... yeah, there we go. Now it's turning. I think I still kind of want this dark area right through here to go a little bit further to the right. Where to put that has proven to be somewhat elusive, but I do think I want it a little bit further this way. Right now I just feel like it's hiding. Like, when I turn the head, rather than have it be a head turn, it's just like, there's like, oh no, I've been spotted! And then hides behind the side bang right there. So I just feel like just feels like it's hiding rather than turning. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, I think that might be the right amount of pulling it out to the side where it's visible, versus making it a bit smaller so that it appears like it's turning. I think this is looking pretty alright. Still got a couple more angles to fix here and there, but it's alright. I think I mostly got it here. Yeah, that's looking pretty nice, I think. We'll see what the me of tomorrow thinks, but the me of right now is pretty happy. So I can go back to cleaning up some other stuff. Just all the things that I feel like are not quite right. Okay. I think that's looking pretty alright. Once again, still on my quest to find optimal amount of floof in order to get her hair looking super poofy. Because her hair is pretty poofy. While also still kind of making it look like it's receding into the background. Don't feel like I've quite found that balance. It's a tough balance. Really is surprisingly difficult to find just the perfect angle for everything. Okay, I actually want to do a little bit of science here. I'm gonna just hide that entirely and see if what I'm seeing, not poofing correctly, is just a result of the shadows on the connecting hair. And it is not. So I'm not just seeing things. Things just aren't poofing the way I want them to. Good to know. Let's see if I can get them to poof the way I want them to. I'll put the connecting hair back later. We'll see a bunch of funny hair for a little while, along with some funny bald spots. But that's fine. It's definitely fine. They'll go away shortly. I've dealt with way funnier bald spots while I was rigging the hair in some of the initial bits. Oh man, were there a lot of funny bald spots there. Okay, that's looking pretty poofy. Let's see how poofy it looks in motion. Get to see all this silliness with the rest of her hair. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. So I'll put the rest of the hair back in. Yeah, I think that looks a bit better. Okay. Now then, back toward the back of her hair here. How do I feel about all that? It's not bad, really. I think it's a pretty okay. But I think I can make it a little bit better. So go ahead and do that. Get everything to floof out just right. And with the vast majority of it still just hiding underneath the rug. Oh, it's so nice not to have to worry about all those horribly, horribly scary areas of the Strand from Hell. It's just all under the rug. Or I get to ignore it. It's wonderful. That's interesting. There's like a little bald spot there that I could be careful of. This area has to be covering up a very specific point, apparently. Good to know. I'm never quite sure what to do with that little clump. I think while I was cutting it, I didn't fully understand that part of the hair. And so it resulted in some kind of interesting decisions. We'll say that. Very interesting indeed. The hole there and cover it up somewhere else. So I think I can just pull this a little further down. Yeah, there we go. And now there is no hole. No one will ever know. Alright, and then after I get this top part done, I think I will go to the bottom of the strand today and get both the little strands that kind of run down there in place. Alright, I think that's looking pretty okay. So, indeed, we can just get the strand down here looking nice. I'm not quite sure what to do with it, if I'm being honest. Let's hide the side hair again. And we'll just take a look here. We'll pay some attention to the Strand from Hell. Okay, I have some ideas. And then this one's at least easy because I just find it and then I go and we put it under the rug. There's a theme here. Everything I don't need just under the rug. It's like, no, we're not thinking about it. Under the rug with you. Oh yeah, that's some good rug hiding. Okay. You know, clearly this is how I need to approach my house cleaning. Because I have had people come over after I just take everything and shove it into a corner that nobody looks at. And everyone's like, oh, look, you cleaned your house. Everything is so clean. And I'm like, sure thing. Whatever you say. Lessons for life, I suppose. Just shove everything under the rug and it'll be fine. Yeah, I think that looks like it's rotating. I think that looks okay. Alright. Is the very back okay? Do I need to do anything with you? I don't know, I think it looks fine. Let's see it in motion. Just to make sure. Yep, seems fine to me. Okay, cool. So, I'm gonna turn those ears back on, and then I'll take a look at the strand that started me down this rabbit hole in the first place. This little bit of hair right here. We'll turn it back on, and we'll see if it looks any better. With all of this, doing stuff like this. Can I get away with pushing it all out a little bit to the right? Make that effect a little bit less strong. Man, I can definitely tell I'm a little bit tired. My words just keep getting caught in my mouth noises. I think today is going to be one of those days where I have to ask myself to nap or not to nap. Yeah, that seems alright. Cool. Let's go turn the back hair back on, because I get the feeling I'm going to have to make some changes here too, unfortunately. Ooh, but the changes here? I mean, I get to cover the highlight from hell, so I don't have to worry about that part that I always have trouble rigging. Oh, heck yeah. We're gonna shove everything under the rug. Like, seriously. The rug is just gonna be so full of stuff. It's gonna be so lumpy to step on. Alright, let's go. Under the rug with you. I'm using a pretty big brush here, so I think I'm gonna have to do a bunch of little adjustments afterward. But oh man, not having to worry about that highlight feels so good. I am already just so happy. Okay. Time to make some of those adjustments. Man, I got the hiccups. Alright, I think they mostly passed. Phew. When your body just doesn't know what it's doing anymore. And it's just like, is this breathing? Close enough, I suppose. I am indeed getting oxygen into my brain, but it feels very strange. when your body's just doing its best. Now, I guess it's time to just kind of smooth out certain parts. Get everything looking a little bit neater there. There we go. I think that's a bit better. Oh, her hair really is just so pretty. I think I'd actually like to push some of these parts directly by her neck, a little bit further to the right as well. But the highlights are staying under the rug. I don't want to deal with them. They make life so much harder. They really do. A little bit more. Just a little bit. I think this is looking pretty nice, though. I am quite pleased. Just look at the way it's moving over. That's a nice turn. Wonderful. Okay, let's clean it up. Should be easier to clean up on this side, because I have no annoying highlight to deal with. Ah, it's a good feeling, not having to deal with all the annoying parts. And not even being lazy about it, technically. Because I think it actually makes sense for them to be under where the bangs are now. So I call it sweeping it under the rug, but no, this is just rigging. This is legit. I'm not cheating at all. Oh, I do love it when things work out like that. It just makes my life so much easier. And I'm just like, yes. We get to rest from the scary parts, at least for a little while. I'm sure they'll be back for me someday, but I will enjoy this little moment of respite in the meantime. No amount of Strand from Hell taunting, knowing that I will probably have to touch it in the future, can stop me from enjoying this moment. Heck yeah, look at it go. It's turning. Huzzah. Okay. So, I think that's everything I need to do for my changes on that turn there. Let me just make sure I don't have to change any shadows. I don't think I changed anything about her side bangs or anything, so yeah, all of that is fine. We'll still leave it off while I work on other things. But now it is time to go do the same thing, but over here. Oh man. Okay. Maybe the interpolation will be on my side. So let's find hair back first. Unset. Okay, the next is gonna be just all of these side things. I don't think I touched the side bangs very much. I might need to adjust them slightly, but I'm going to not unset those for the time being. So for now, what I want is connecting hair. That is hair side connecting. So that'll be under S. Hair side connecting. Okay, and then there's a strand. Okay, strand is fine. The next is going to be hair behind front. Hair behind front, yes. Then hair behind middle. Hair behind middle, shadow, middle. Here we are. Then hair behind top. Okay, and I think that's all I gotta unset. So now I just gotta kind of clean that up a little bit. Kind of find the point where these two meet up. As always, easier said than done. And oh boy, my eyes are already getting a little bit tired, but I think I got some more on me. I don't really want to end stream early or anything. So let's just close them for a second. Okay, let's go. Gotta go hide that strand. Okay. Oh my goodness, those are some wiggles. Look at that thing wiggle. Just trying to figure out how I want to tackle this. So I'm seeing the most issues in the connecting hair. Oh my goodness. So I will start there. Okay, first order business. We're going to untangle some vertices. I just don't like them all tangled up like this. It makes me nervous. It just looks like something is about to break at any given moment. Man, what even happened? Because this is something else. Oh my. Okay, let's start at the top where things are a little bit less confusing. And we'll just kind of space them out a little bit better. So that this way it's easier to understand which ones are on which direction relative to each other. And hopefully we don't get anything getting their wires crossed and making the texture look really bad. That is not something I want. I keep trying to zoom in more, as though zooming into 1200% is not enough. Okay. There we go. I at least got them all untangled. Step 2. Let's start getting rid of some of that waviness. Oh my, that's gonna be a thing. Okay. It's alright, I got this. And frankly, I think just undoing some of the waviness is probably the easiest thing I can be working on right now. While my brain is a little bit tired. Because that's easy, all I gotta do is make the triangle straight. See? Look how easy that is. Already a lot less wavy than it otherwise would be. I don't know why these are sticking so far out here. They don't need to be. They need to be under the rug. Okay, there we go. Under rug state achieved. Okay, so lots of waviness here, but I think I'm working it all out. I'm not going to worry about getting it like perfectly smooth because I'm still not sure if it's in the right place. I just want to get it into a state where it's not super distracting. That's what matters to me right now. I just don't want everything to be super distracting while I'm trying to figure out where everything goes. So we're going to have some nice straight triangles. And then we're gonna go sweep some more things under the rug where they belong. Just get them out of the way here. There we go. Nice and safe and tucked away. And I'll worry about that little strand later. Let's see, is there anything on these other strands that I want to fix? Yes, this area is looking a little bit crunchy. So I'll see what I can do for it. Always tricky working with this particular area here. Everything is just so fiddly. But I'd like to get it a little bit smoother than it currently is. Doesn't have to be perfectly silky, but man, I don't really want to leave it like that. That'd be just so sad. Okay, this is probably passable. I'll start there. Yeah, near the top isn't doing too bad. Maybe a couple of things I want to fix up there. I mean, blobbiness aside, of course. Still got to make it smooth, but I feel like all of the particular textures on this layer are all in pretty good spots. Okay, not bad. I think that's a good place to start. And I think I'll start doing the same with the upper right as well. Let's just get things into place today, and also get comfortable. My foot was falling asleep. Okay, so what I want to unset is... I guess I haven't really started cleaning up the side bang or anything yet. I want connecting hair. Hair side, yes. Hair side connecting. Here we are. Unset that. Hair behind front. Hair. Okay, so it looks like I have not set any of that, so this is all just how it is. Did I do anything with hair behind middle? Hair behind middle, okay. So yes, indeed, all of that is unset and ready for me to start kind of reining it in a little bit. Oh, let's do that. We got some wrinkles here. Wrinkles are easy to understand. Just round things out a little bit, get rid of the worst of the wrinkles here. Make sure that everything is appropriately under the rug. There we go. And once again, I'm just getting things smooth enough that they're not distracting. I'm not worried about getting things 100% right. Hello there, Yeji Kitty. How are you doing today? Just going through and cleaning up a bit of hair here, while I am a little bit too sleepy to think too hard about things. Let's see here. Man, this poor little shadow area really got twisted up, didn't it? Are my vertices overlapping again? Oh, they are. Okay, I should fix that first. Let's start at the top where things are... Oh man, I was gonna say where they're easier to figure out, but I'm not actually sure they are this time. Oh my. Okay, but no, this seems okay. Yeah, I can read this. Oh, that's a very pretty star. Stars are pretty wonderful. At least for me, it's always kind of amazing that we're looking at something so far away that we're seeing what it's like. Man. Millions of years ago. Just because it takes the light that long to reach our eyes. Rainbows are pretty nice too. Maybe a little bit less profound. Basic light refraction, a little bit less interesting to me than space. Space is pretty cool. Okay, there we go. Vertices untangled. Man, they were all twisted up in there. So hopefully that'll make controlling all of this a little bit more straightforward. There we go. I'm not going to worry about getting it super smooth yet. I haven't taken the time to make sure it's all in the right place. I'm just kind of getting things to where they aren't super distracting still. But this is quite distracting. Oh man, look at him go. I don't think that strand has any idea what's going on right now. My goodness. Part of me kind of likes how it's floofing out, but at the same time, it's clearly going a little bit too hard. So let's rein that in a little bit. Does look like I have succeeded in getting the strand to be super floofy, though. That's some floof, alright. Look at it go. It's going so hard it doesn't even know what it's doing anymore. Just lost and confused. Okay. That should be good enough. Alright, so I've done the basic cleaning on that. And I can kind of go up and down. I definitely got some spots I need to fix up. Let's do some big picture stuff here. I do feel like a lot of these rightward turns now are all about how this strand floofs. It all comes down to that. That's what's gonna make it all look good. The optimal amount of floof on that one strand of hair. Alright, I think that's floofing pretty well here. Yeah, look at him go. Okay, how about up here? Let's get this one floofing right. This one's actually not too bad. I think I want a little bit more floof at the bottom, but otherwise I think it's actually pretty okay. Maybe just because I'm sleepy. Oh yeah, I don't think that's too bad. I think it looks pretty alright. I think her head spins around a little bit better than it did before. I like making her spin. Whee! Look at her go, she's moving. Hooray! Okay, now when I look at the left head turns, I was thinking about making this area here floof out a little bit less, to maybe mirror the amount of floof I have on the other side. But I actually do think this is floofing about right. I don't think it would look right if I tucked this outside part in too much. Maybe a little bit. Let's hide the strands in this area. Okay. So, we're gonna do some more science here. Does this look a little bit better if I tuck it in? I actually think it does. So, we will do that too. That will be something I also get to at some point. Considering how little I changed here, I think I can get away with just doing it manually instead of trying to unset everything. So we'll just tuck this in just a little bit here. Have it hide behind the side bank just a little bit more there. I accidentally turned on the loose strand here, but I'm not ready for it. Now I forget which layer it is. There, okay. There we go. Okay, yeah, I think I can make this look quite nice. And we can still keep things very round when the time comes. Okay, it's a bit of a mess still, but I will spend some time cleaning that up tomorrow, I think. And I think for today, this shall be where I end. So, thank you all for coming, and I hope you're able to make something wonderful today. I'll see you all tomorrow.